My name is Cara Zhang. I grew up in Montreal and I lived in Beijing for 10 years. So I grew up here, stayed till I was 8, and then moved to Beijing, and then there from the age of 8 to 17, stayed there, studied at a French school, and then moved back to Montreal for university, where I studied electrical engineering at McGill. I have a lovely family who I love very much, an older brother, and 2 parents that are very sassy, but who also love me very much, and a lovely extended family too. I joined ABB 2.5 years ago, where I started off in the ABB Discovery Rotational Program. And this program is a program for 1.5 years, where we rotate in 3 different teams, each in the span of 6 months each. So this program really allowed me to have a really good overview of everything in ABB. My first rotation was in continuous improvement. Then I rotated in 2 different other units. So I was in ELDS in product marketing, and then in ELS-BSP in product marketing as well. 2 also very different roles where I learned a lot, very different responsibilities, and I really enjoyed it. And it was a good way to introduce me to ABB and figure out who I am, what I like, and what I love about ABB. I am currently an electrical engineering designer on the ELS-BSP engineering team. We're working on a project where we're bringing a new product into our factory. So all the systems are different, all the engineering is different, everything is changing. And I joined this team right as it started this process. So every day the responsibilities change because it goes from one task to another, of one varying responsibility to another. Since the project is now fully rolling, so we're producing the new product. Now a lot of my responsibility lie on fixing little things that aren't going wrong, discrepancies in the drawings. So let's say something goes wrong, something isn't aligned with the drawing. I go and see what it is and then modify and fix it, ask the old team how they used to do it, and adapt. On the engineering team, we have an engineering leader manager, who he oversees the entire team. And then we have 2 leads. We have 1 electrical lead and 1 mechanical lead, and then a whole array of electrical and mechanical engineers. I work with the production team as well. I walk the shop floor a lot. I meet with them. I look at how they're building things. If they have any questions, I interact with them a lot. I also talk and work a lot with the quality control team, so the quality control technicians. Anytime that they're testing an equipment, I try to be there. I try to verify that everything is aligned with the requirements and the standards. And we also work with the purchasing team. So anytime that we have a material that needs to be purchased or added into our database and system, I interact with them as well. I really love this job. It's very technical, different from the rotation program, but I really like it because it brings me back to my university years where I was learning electrical engineering, and so this really puts in my degree into practice. And one of my favorite parts of this job is designing something or seeing the electrical drawing, and then I can just walk down a flight of stairs and go see it being built in person. And so it's really fun to see the difference between, sometimes you look at a drawing, you don't really know what it looks like, it's just a bunch of lines, but then you go down to the shop floor and then you can see actually how it's built, how it works, why this works, doesn't work. Sometimes going to the testing area is also really fun. You can really see this component is doing this because the entrance is X and the exit is Y, etc. So it really helps you understand everything, and that's one of my favorite parts, is just learning all these things that I don't yet understand. I practice a Japanese martial art called Aikido, and so I do that about 3 to 4 times a week. I started that when I was 15, I believe, and it's a really good way for me to relieve stress and take your mind off of things. And get in physical exercise. But I also really love to paint and to read and spend time with my friends.